Alright, guys. I know sometimes I'll be coming on here and talk about my own little bitty things, but this that we're going to discuss now is, you guys are on the ground floor of opening up to some things that have been in the makings, that I've dropped the ball on a few times, had great support people there with me, and then, something else comes and, me, I'm out of there. However, I'm going to stay consistent in this because I have a very good support system who's pushing behind me and who wants to see this happening. So we're going to do it. And what we're going to talk about is the Love Anyhow, Freedom of You, where it started and what the original plan was. So my original plan was to write a memoir, right, of how I was able to heal myself through grief, right, by accepting all the darkness that surrounds us and all the bad things that happen, and deep hurt brings deep loves, right? And then my energy, it shifted, like my life shifted. I was no longer sad, and that made it hard to write that story that I was writing when I was originally in that sad place. And then you learn alchemy, right? The original alchemy, but I teach alchemy, M-E, not M-Y. The power of taking something ordinary and making it extraordinary, right? Shifting darkness and reflecting light, right? And so by doing that, sorry about that, all those bad feelings and all those things, they don't exist unless we choose to acknowledge them, right? We have to choose to acknowledge that something doesn't feel good. And if that's the case, sorry y'all, I got to get my good energy in and get what I'm going, then how come we can't choose to feel good all the time, right? How come we can't choose to take all the darkness, all the bad things, all the hurtful feelings? How come we can't choose to put them all together, use all of our tools at one time, right? And build a foundation of cultivated soil, right? Taking this dirt, shifting it up, snatching the weeds out. They're going to be removed. Those are those negative energies that come and choke purpose, right? And then water. That's important, right? But that's self-work. The water is self-work. It's electrical currents water that's provided to us by our infinite source. Like that infinite source of energy, that infinite source of love, that infinite source of knowledge. That's God, okay? And then we go from there. So I had to learn to connect to my higher self and stay there. And it's not a very easy task. It's a whole lot of work. And so what I want to talk about today is I want to focus on the work. So I kind of use work like this. Be willing and open to receive knowledge. W-O-R-K. And when we accept ourselves, right, and all our energies, we hold only purpose in this physical form to be an open vortex of moving energy. Everything moves through us. Nothing is constant. Accept that. And then you'll know that the only thing that's ever constant is change. So everything's always going to change. I feel bad, but then I'm going to feel good. I feel good, but then I'm going to feel better. I feel love, but now I feel hate. Like all of these things are never forever. And that's where we miss it. And so we have to be acceptable to the energy that we place. So it's just like any other living energy in this world. Like, do we think a bee spends most of his time wasted trying to educate itself on how to become a fly? Like how to have less work? Different from what he was born to be, right? He doesn't. He just continuously works 100% in the place and energy and the space that he's participating, imparting into this cyclone of time that we were birthed into. So your entry and exit dates are very, very imperative to the continuous flow of energy. But we spend a lot of time figuring and dissecting and judging circumstances and conditions, but we don't focus enough on that sonic sound. Right? That beta, that alpha, that theta, that delta. Like these are the brain waves, and we can willingly access this realm, right? REM. You can willingly access this wonderful place. It's a wonderful phenomenon of life, right? To its fullest. So instead of wasting all of our time, right? And pushing forward, we miss the gloriousness of now, right? Picture this, like just follow me, right? We have a cyclone and it's spinning. And it has this rapid speed, right? Never stopping, just continuous movement, right? And frequencies go from a 20 hertz to a 200,000 hertz, right? And you fit somewhere in between. This is the levels of life. Now, focus, think, follow me. Now let's say we feel sad and we feel depressed and less than. We're at the bottom of this cyclone, at the bottom of this ice cream cone, spinning and spinning. We're pushing forward, but never up. So even though we spend all this time pushing forward, we're still vibrating in them same lower vibrational frequencies. In order for us to change, in order for us to do this, we have to know that this is our time and space, right? Shift our energies up, not out. It doesn't throw you away. You're still part of this continuous cycle of life. Everybody still has a major role. But if you look at it in a sense, this is my space, my column, not my space, my column. This is me. I'm one of the conscious rays of God, right? And then instead of me going forward in this continuous energy, I raise up. 500 megahertz or above is the level of love. That's it. But that's still not even God consciousness. We still got to get all the way to joy. Joy is the highest level of consciousness that you reach before you get behind that veil and be in that energy of God, right? We miss it every time because everybody says, I did a 365. Baby, if you did a 365, you still at the same place you was when you thought you was changing. You just turned your back on the situation. And that's where we push it at. That's where we miss it. That's where we figure that, oh, if I do this, I'm going to lose my space in life. I'm going to move my hierarchy. All these different things come in that are fleshly, that are not spiritual at all. Let me just tell you that. Your bank account is not spiritual. If you have a lot of money, don't make you the deacon. If you are the pastor, don't make you godlike. It's all these things and conditions that we spend a lot of time and energy and focusing on, and we lose what the important part is, and that's for us to grow up, not out. When we're born with all that infinite knowledge already put together, already ready to go. All we have to do is love and expand. But then, we have these generational curses that are birthed down through the bloodline, and it's hard sometimes for somebody to love you when they're hurt, or it's hard sometimes for them to love you when they hate your father. That's serious. You look at that baby every time and say, he look just like your daddy. And then you treat him like that because the daddy wasn't good to you. These are small things we're going to get into later. But right now, we're going to focus on this feel good, right? Okay, so now we're looking at energy. And some of us, we do music. We look at this. We have this amplifier. And we turn music up. And when we turn music up a little bit, we get a little bit of the green, right? And then we turn it up louder, and we get a little bit of the yellow. And then we turn the bass. We crank that bass all the way to the fullest extent of its pure possibilities. It hits this red, and then right there in this beautiful space is everything that you're desiring, everything that you wanted, everything that you were birthed for, because you chose this contract before you came. Your spirit knew what you was designed to do before you got here, but we get distracted. Things change. And so now we have to figure out, how do we stay on this level of frequency? And it's levels. There's plenty of levels to it. So we have our beta, right? We're in our beta. We're full of life. These are our teachers, our speakers, our preachers. When we're in that beta field, we're loud and we're energy and we're connected and we're on, right? And then after we have beta, sometimes you can kind of calm down. You're still in purpose. Things are still good. But then after we have that beta, now we're in this alpha, which is still great. It's still this high energy. This is this manifestation time. Things start to, we hear it clearly, right? And then right below alpha is theta. That's that normal, consistent frequency, right? That we're all born on. Your exit and entry dates are important. When your energy is birthed into this cyclone of life, you play a part. You're a major cognitive piece to this thing of life, and we miss it, right? And so now when we go from our theta levels, then we get to delta and then delta. Have you ever heard say delta, delta? Delta, delta is double the dose. That's double the dose. Like sometimes that could even be double the dose of sadness or double the dose of feeling good, but it's double dose because it's delta delta. Don't ever forget that. Those sound infratronics are strong. We are vibrational creatures. We are energy. We're not matter. Science teaches matter. Energy is who we are. And what we do with this energy is the matter. That's the matter. That's that thing that they say, is God going to be pleased with you when you reach the heavenly gates? These are the heavenly gates. God's going to be pleased with you once you feel like, let me correct that, because, and you guys chime in. Like, if you guys got some feed on this, bring it to the table. If I'm missing something, let's discuss it, because these are antidotes that I feel that we all need for this birth, right? We're pregnant with life. It's so hard for me to draw a picture. I see it in my head. I can scribble it on the board. It's like this frequency, level of love, heartbeat. Up and down, up and down, up and down. As long as we have heartbeat, we know that we have life. So sometimes we have ups. Bank of soul flows, flowing, families blessed, everything's doing good. And sometimes we have downs. We're broke. We overspent. We didn't budget right. Our kids are in trouble. Our mother's in trouble. Our bestie's in trouble. Our husband's being challenged. We're being challenged at work. These are these up and downs of life. So as long as we have ups and downs, we have life. Ooh, that's good. Embrace the darkness. Embrace the trouble. Embrace the hurt. Feel your way through. And then when you feel in delta, delta, somebody has to respond. Who's somebody? That's God. He's going to show up every single time when you feel that you're worthy enough to connect to this infinite source of energy and download. Working, guys. Working. Being willing and open to receive knowledge. Work. That's work. It's not physical, strenuous work. It's not a lot of beat up, break your body down, hurt your back. You can't come home and love your husband because you work too hard. Or your husbands can't come home and rub his women's feet because they work too hard. These are things that we have to pay attention to. We have $100 worth of energy every day. Where are you spending your money? Where are you vibing? Are you going home in a deficit, or are you going home with residual income, right? So $100. Here's the very first tool Freedom of You is going to share with you. It's not my tool. It was given to me a very long time ago, but it made sense because this person knew, coming from somebody who had a past. I'm not going to put myself on blast online, but I had a past. So sometimes my spirit was sold out to the dollar too. I loved the good bag too. I went and bought the good bag but didn't have money to put in the good bag. I had to wait till the next hustle come through so I could do it. But my bag was cute and we're doing it, right? You guys know I tell this story all the time. $100 worth of energy. When we wake up, when we take a shower, we brush our teeth, we prepare for our day, automatically you only have $80 left. Period. It costs. Everything you do in life costs. You know what I'm saying? It costs to be a boss, right? It costs to be the boss of your life. You have to work. You have to be willing, open to receive knowledge. That means that you're not always going to be right. My friends know me. It's hard. I'm like, girl, man, I read this. Man, I don't care what you read. It's not right. My girls know it. However, it doesn't necessarily mean we're always going to be wrong. We have to be willing to receive the right and the wrongs. We have to be willing to receive change, because that's the only thing that's constant. Change. You're going to change. You're going to love today and hate tomorrow. Okay? You're going to be sad today and be at your highest level of joy tomorrow. That's just being human. It doesn't mean you're bipolar. Remove the tags. It doesn't mean that you can't sit down. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. I hate even using the tags when they want to tell your kids has ADD. They can't sit down. No, my son can't sit down because he has testosterone. And we ain't sitting up in this house. We got to go outside and move around and burn it off. So it don't have nothing to do with no meds. Okay, past that. Back to our $80. Now we have $80. We shower. We got our music playing. We feeling good. We get in our car. We getting ready to drive to work. It's a beautiful, blessed day. We looking forward to the people that we work with because, again, we're creating our energies. We're mastering our energies. The job may not be good for me feeling like this, right? But some of us tie into, we need that check. It's what it is. That's how our society built it. We feel like we're working to live instead of, we're working to live instead of living and doing the work. Willing to be open to receive knowledge. Period. That's the work. It's not to the bone building somebody else's dream. You should be building your own dream. Okay, so now our $80, we're in the car, and we left early because it's a beautiful day, and now there's traffic. Ooh, y'all know it. I drove all over the world from LA, I hate the traffic, to Phoenix, worst traffic, to New York, OMG. If I lived in New York, I would never own a car. That's period. I wouldn't. Atlanta, all over the world driving, there's always traffic. We get in traffic, and now when we're in traffic, we're stuck. The 15 minutes we thought we saved by going to work early, it's being spent in traffic, right? And now when we get through the traffic, we're going on, we're listening to our good music because we're still trying to control our own energies, and then somebody cuts us off, and this was our clear way to get to the smooth path of movement, but somebody cuts us off and their car stalls. Who's ever... That happened to me before. I wanted to throw some lollipops out the car at this car, like, get your butt from in front of me. Why'd you choose my car to get in front of, right? Okay, so now I've went from $80 because I was in this good place, right? I done gave this person $10. I don't even know them. All I can see is the license plate on the back of their car, and I've given them $10 of my only $80 worth of energy. Now I only got $70. Boom, now I get to work. And at first I was excited to come to work to see, because we woke up in this energy. Now somebody else controlled my energy. They shifted me. They costed me $10 worth of energy. I have no idea who they are, so I can call and collect my $10. But I'm $10 less short on money and energy. Now I get to work, and I get to my favorite homegirl and be like, girl, you never gonna believe this shit. They cut me off. I was doing this. I done spent $10 more to the same person who robbed me of my first $10 of energy. That's $20 worth of energy that was wasted. It was gone. I can't get that money back or that energy back. Now I get to my desk and I go log on, and I'm trying to get to work, and my system crashes. So I can't even get to work, which means that I'm going to be enforced overtime, which is not really going to be paid overtime, but I'm going to be forced to be here anyway. So now I'm even more mad, and I'm cussing out because I shouldn't have to work here. I have better things I want to do anyway. Ooh, did y'all catch how this is going? We wake up in life, and then somebody else can control how we move in life, how our energy happens in life. I done went from $70 to $45. I done gave away $30, $25 worth of energy. I'm at $45. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Shift don't end till 5. Fine. I got $45 left. Right? Okay. Boo. Down to my $45. Now I'm, starting to feel sluggish. I'm tired. The day's long. I can't believe that I came in. I should have called off on this day. I shouldn't even be here. And then now somebody else comes with more bad news because their brother, sister, cousin on the third side of their first husband passed away. And they can't believe that this happened to this 89-year-old woman. So now we suck in that energy too. Now I go from $45 to $40 because not am I feeling empathy for this person. I decide to feel sympathy and cry with them. $40. 10 a.m. I ain't even made it to lunch yet. And we haven't even had breakfast yet. Thank you, Ralph Smart. He's one of my favorites to listen to. But so now, $40, 10 o'clock. And so on and so on. Y'all see how I'm going? Every negative that we participate, every negative that we feed, that we edify, that we go in, it subtracts from us. It doesn't feed us. It's not edifying. It doesn't add an addition to us. It takes from us. But keep in mind, when your dollars get to zero, you stop. You're broke down. You can't do nothing. You can't go home and shower. You can't go cook. You can't go enjoy your husband. You can't go enjoy your kids. You're going to wake up the next day in the same office, in the same clothes. You can't wash your tail. You can't do nothing because you done spent all your $100 in nasty energy, and you broke sitting at your desk like, you guys, what's the movie with Will Smith with the robots? When the energy cut off? That's you. As soon as you give your energy away. But let's take this same story and let's shift it around a little bit. I'm at $80. I'm in my car. The traffic's going. I got my good music busting in the background. Jill Scott got my prepared, because I'm going to be prepared for when my kings show up and for whatever my life have for me. And I'm feeling good and the traffic's good, because that's why I chose to leave 15 minutes early anyway. So I'm winning. Yes, Lord. We feeling good. Didn't the car cut you off? Remember that same car that you got pissed off? And instead of you getting mad about it, you be like, ooh, girl, you should try that 15 minutes. I remember I was in a hurry like you. I left late before. Let me slow down and give you time to catch up to where I'm at, because I'm feeling too good. I can't let you finish my day. So I slow down. You let him in. Boom. I didn't add it. Instead of giving him $10, I didn't put $10 back in my pocket. Now I'm from $80 to $90 worth of energy. Boom. Get to work. My homegirl I'm looking for again. Hey, blessed queen, you look beautiful. How we end up in the same color again? Girl, we be vibing on the same thing. Ooh, you're wonderful. Boom. $90 to $95, because anytime you feed somebody and put good into them and you make them feel good, it's good that comes back to you. That's residual. That's that boomerang effect. What you put out is going to come back to you every single time. I don't care if it's negative, if it's positive. What you put out, you will reap. Period. What you put out, you will reap. It will come back to you. Bam. So now I feed my girlfriend love, because we in the same color, which means we vibing on the same energy, which means we're in the same vortex. So we both get it that not only are we growing, we're growing up from this level of frequency to this level of frequency. Large and in charge, like you take a rubber band and you pull it. All this space in between matters. Pull the rubber band, all this matters. It shifts. That's all good stuff. We don't circle around the same thing, 365, bump our head, bump our head, bend our head, bump our head. That's not what we do. We grow up. So now I'm still here, which means I can still feel sad in this low frequency, but I have tasted what it feels like to be at this 500 frequency level or above, and the shit feels good. I like it better up here. I choose to be up here. I want to be up here where the good people are, where the good things are flowing, where my money's flowing, where I'm whole, where my family's healed, where my mother's healed, where my best friends are prospering, when we both can jump on a plane and go, and it don't cost nobody no money. Like, these are the things that feel good in this frequency, but it happens naturally because now you're vibing on the level of these frequencies, that things that now you wish to attract. Boom. Back to the story. Now we're at our desk. Now remember, we're at $95 because we didn't gave our girlfriend, feeling good. So now we're at the $95, but we only left the house with $80. Pay attention. Okay, now we're at $95, and our coworker comes and tells us about the sister, brother, cousin of the ex-boyfriend of the person that had died, the 89-year-old old lady. And we sit there and we hold space for them, right? We don't deny their energy. It's real. Their energy is real, but we hold space for them. Now we hold space for them, and then in that we can say, you know what? That's so awesome that you feel that kind of love. Let's send a prayer to the family, you and I together. Two people will come and agree. That's what they say, right? Well, let's hold this space and send love and light. I've refilled this person. I've protected my energy force, which means that I've refilled myself. And now I've done for $95 because I spent a little bit of while with this coworker because my system broke down. You guys remember that? I missed that part, right? The system broke down, so we had extra time to talk to them. So now I'm from $95 to $105. That's called residual income. I'm back plus more. Right? And it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I still got a whole day to vibe high. I still got a whole day to feel good. I could still go in now. I come back. My system come up. Not only did my system come back up at work, right? But everything that I was supposed to do, I had already done. So now I have a day that I could just get ahead, move forward. This is hypothetically speaking. Feeling good, I go from $105 to my boss comes, and I bless my boss and tell my boss, don't worry, I'll do it for you. Take the rest of the time, whatever the case may be. Now that gives me another $20. I'm at $125 residual income. I left the house with $80. Now I'm at $125. That's $45 worth of energy, good energy that I've embedded back into my bank that I